Getting to do and see everything in Disney World in the summer can be a challenge. So if you're thinking of taking the family to the House of the Mouse this summer, we have the insider tips and tricks to ensure you stay one step ahead of everyone else in the parks so your Walt Disney World vacation is truly unforgettable up next. We've spent countless summer days in Walt Disney World beating the heat and avoiding the crowds, and we want you to be able to do the same thing on your next vacation. So in this video, we share everything you need to know so you can ride all the rides and see all the attractions, dine at the restaurants you want to dine at, and stay cool and comfortable while doing it. Now, the first question you might even be asking yourself is, should I even consider planning a trip to Walt Disney World in the summer? While summers can be the perfect time for a Disney getaway for some families, others may want to visit when the weather is cooler, when special events are happening, or when the parks are less crowded. So here are some factors to consider. There are several pros to going to Walt Disney World in the summer. There's more time to enjoy resort pools and water parks. With hot and humid weather, you'll appreciate the opportunity to cool off in the resort pools and Disney's water parks. There are also longer park hours. During the summer months, the Disney parks tend to open earlier and stay open later. This means you can enjoy the parks for longer periods of time and have more time to take advantage of all the attractions, shows, and parades. Plus, in the summer, there are special events, such as Disney's H2O Glow Nights at Typhoon Lagoon. Additionally, both the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival and Epcot Food and Wine Festival occur at select dates over the summer, so there's more for you to do when you visit that park. But of course, there are some cons. At the top of that list is the hot and humid weather. The summer months in Florida can be extremely hot and humid. The average temperature is around 90 degrees, and the humidity can make it feel even hotter. Then there's the potential rain. The summer months are also known for afternoon thunderstorms. While they usually don't last long, they can put a damper on your plans since you can't really plan for them. And then there's the crowds and wait times. The summer months are a popular time to visit Disney World, so you can expect larger crowds. This means longer wait times for attractions, longer lines for food and drinks, and more difficulty finding a good spot for parades and shows. But with our pro tips, you can still have a fabulous time visiting Walt Disney World in the summer. If you're hoping to avoid the peak of the summer heat, consider visiting in May or June. You won't necessarily avoid the high heat and humidity, but temperatures tend to be a bit lower, often in the 80s. And afternoon rainstorms aren't quite as common. This is also before hurricane season officially begins, so you probably won't have to worry about severe weather impacting your travel. If the heat and humidity don't bother you as much, but you want to avoid the crowds, consider going in late August or early September. This is often one of the quietest times to visit Walt Disney World, with shorter wait times and less lines. If you're looking for some extra things to do on top of the normal theme park offerings, consider visiting when Epcot festivals are scheduled. The Epcot Flower and Garden Festival usually runs through late May, and the Epcot Food and Wine Festival usually begins sometime in August. Check Disney's website for the official dates of these events before booking your trip, since they change from year to year. And if budget is a big factor in your planning process, consider planning your trip when there's a discount on Disney hotels, tickets, or dining plans. In the past, there have been some discounts available throughout almost all of the summer months, so do some research and see when you can get the best deal. When planning a summer stay at Disney World, choosing the right resort can make all the difference in your experience. You will want to consider what Disney World Resort hotel fits into your budget and what amenities are available that can make a summer stay a bit easier, like convenient transportation and entertaining pools. Depending on your travel party and your style of traveling, you may also want to consider how much time you plan to spend at your hotel throughout your stay to determine how much you're willing to spend. In summer months, many families will choose to take an afternoon break at their hotel to escape the hottest part of the day. So splurging on a resort that has multiple restaurants and a nice pool area can be worth it. It is true all the Disney World hotels have large pools, and often many resorts have multiple pools, and all of them offer some form of free transportation to all 4 theme parks, Disney Springs, and the Disney water parks. However, only pools at moderate and deluxe resorts feature water slides, and some hotels offer more convenient transportation options to get between the parks, including the monorail, the Disney Skyliner, and water taxis. Now, Heidi and I are not travel advisors. That is why we've partnered with Mouse Fan Travel. They are the official travel partner of Eat Sleep Disney. So if you need more help planning your Disney trip or just have questions about the planning process, you can check out our exclusive link in the description down below and connect with an advisor for a free, no obligation quote. After you've picked your travel dates, secured your tickets, and booked your hotel stay, there are a few extra things you should keep in mind when planning your Disney World trip in the summer. Here are our best tips and tricks. With that Central Florida weather, it's important to plan your day accordingly. Perhaps one of the best ways to beat the heat while in Disney World is to spend less time in it. While this might sound impossible during your trip, there are some easy ways to escape the hottest parts of the day. For example, try to schedule your outdoor activities for the early morning or later in the afternoon and evening when the sun is not as strong. Take advantage of indoor attractions, go shopping, or make a dining reservation during the hottest part of the day. Our favorite way to avoid the heat during a summer Disney trip is to get to the parks early and then head back to the resort after lunch to spend some time in the pool while the sun is at its hottest. Then after 4 p.m. or so, we head back to the parks to finish off the day when the sun is setting and it's cooler. Unfortunately, there's not only the heat you need to deal with when visiting Disney World in the summer, there's also those summer storms, meaning there's almost a daily chance of a thunderstorm while you're visiting the parks. But don't let some bad weather ruin your day. It's always a good idea to bring rain gear with you to the park, especially during the summer months. A lightweight poncho and small umbrella come in handy when the rain starts to fall. Keep in mind, with light rain, most of the park's attractions will remain open. However, if the rain is heavy and there is lightning in the area, outdoor attractions may close temporarily. Use this as an opportunity to explore some of Disney World's indoor attractions, or take a break and grab a snack or drink to wait out the storm. But whatever you do, don't leave the park when it rains. You will see many people opt to leave the parks and head back to their hotel when a rainstorm passes through Disney World. But we recommend not doing this. Instead, wait out the storm somewhere indoors, then be ready to head to a popular ride right when the rain lets up. Outdoor rides close during the rain, which usually means there's little to no line right when the rain stops and it reopens. If you don't already have a weather app on your phone, download one before your trip. You can often get updates when thunderstorms are in the area and track radar on your phone. That way you can also see when the storms are predicted to stop. If you're at Magic Kingdom and it starts to rain, you can take advantage of a rare opportunity to see the Rainy Day Parade. This special parade is only performed on rainy days, of course when it's safe to do so, and features some of your favorite Disney characters in colorful rain gear. It's a fun way to make the most out of a rainy day at the park. And while it's rare that the parks close entirely for thunderstorms, sustained severe weather can impact park operations. Disney World provides regular updates on park closures and weather conditions, so be sure to check the park's official app or website for the latest information. If your budget allows, there are several upgrade experiences you can pay for that will help you beat the heat and the crowds and make sure you get to see and do everything in Disney World in often less time. Disney World offers after-hour events. These events have limited attendance, so you can enjoy shorter wait times and smaller crowds. Plus, you can experience the park in a unique way with special entertainment, character meet and greets, and more. Not to mention, if you stay at a deluxe resort, usually there are 2 extended hour evenings, so while you're paying a little bit more for the resort, you can enjoy the parks when it's cooler with fewer crowds without paying for an additional park ticket. Disney's new Lightning Lane system allows you to skip the standby line at select attractions throughout all 4 theme parks, which can save you a lot of time when crowds are higher in the summer. If you're interested in purchasing these add-ons, you can plan ahead and secure 3 Lightning Lane multi-pass selections and up to 2 Lightning Lane single passes for every day of your visit in advance. Just head to the My Disney Experience app 7 days before your trip if you're staying at a Disney World hotel, or 3 days before your trip if you're staying off-site. The heat and humidity play a major role in your day when you visit Disney World in the summer. In fact, if you're not prepared, it can end up ruining your trip. Luckily, there are tons of ways to beat the heat and have a great trip, even if there's still some sweat involved. Here are some of our tips to help you stay cool and comfortable when you're in the parks. Perhaps the most important is to bring a refillable water bottle. Staying hydrated is crucial, especially in the hot summer months. We recommend bringing a refillable water bottle for every member of your family, and then take advantage of the many water fountains and refill stations located throughout the parks. You don't need to spend $3.50 every time you need a drink of water. There are many places you can get free cups of water. Many quick service restaurants in the Disney parks offer complimentary ice cold water cups upon request. Ask for at least 2 cups per person when you break for food, and you can always stop at these restaurants throughout the day if you feel like you need more. We also recommend dining at restaurants where you can eat indoors. Skip the snack and quick service locations that only offer outdoor seating. Find a place with indoor seating and that coveted air conditioning the next time you're feeling a little hungry. This will give you a chance to cool down in the comfortable temperature-controlled restaurant, and you'll probably enjoy your food a lot more too. You should also consider packing cooling towels and neck fans. These can be a lifesaver on hot, humid days. Simply wet the towel and drape it around your neck, or use a fan to create a cool breeze while waiting in line. When it comes to packing your park bag for a summer trip to Disney World, there are a few key essentials that you don't want to forget. Here are some items you should take with you before you leave for the parks every morning. And chief on that list is sunscreen. Protecting yourself from the sun is crucial when visiting Disney World in the summer, so make sure to pack a sunscreen with a high SPF and reapply throughout the day. We also recommend an umbrella or a poncho because you never know when those afternoon thunderstorms will pop up. You should also wear light colored clothing to reflect the sun and keep you cool. We also recommend moisture wicking clothing, whether they're moisture wicking t-shirts or polos or shorts. You should also consider packing a hat as well as sunglasses. And of course, there's that refillable water bottle. Now, if you're like us and you love Disney snacks, you should also never forget to hook on your Disney popcorn bucket. That way you can take advantage of those reduced cost refills whenever you get hungry. So you've conquered the heat and the rain. Now, what about the summer crowds? Well, we have some tips to help you navigate the busy days and make the most of your time at Walt Disney World during the summer. While there are pros and cons to staying at a Disney hotel, staying on property allows you to take advantage of extra time in the parks. Staying at any Disney World Resort hotel will give you access to early theme park entry. This perk allows you to enter any of the 4 theme parks 30 minutes before they open every day of the week. With the extra time, you can enjoy the parks when they aren't quite as hot and crowded, and be one step ahead of everyone else who is not staying at a Disney World resort. And as we mentioned earlier, if you're staying at a Disney Deluxe Resort or Villa, you can take advantage of both early theme park entry and extended evening theme park hours, which gives you an extra 2 hours in select parks on select nights of the week. You should also avoid eating at main meal times. Instead of eating during peak meal times, consider eating a late breakfast or early lunch, or a late lunch, early dinner to avoid the crowds. You'll likely get your food faster and won't struggle to find a seat inside. Plus, when everyone else is eating, you can be enjoying shorter wait times at some of the rides and attractions. If it's within your budget, there are the 2 paid-for systems that allow you to skip the standby line for select attractions: Lightning Lane Multipass and Lightning Lane Single Passes for certain rides. Keep in mind that these passes are subject to availability and are an additional fee on top of your park ticket. For many families, a trip to Disney World in the summer is the best option. But honestly, the summer is not the best time to visit Walt Disney World. So if you do have flexible vacation time, you will want to check out our video on the best and worst times to visit Disney World. In that video, we break down when you should visit Disney World for the lightest crowds, best weather, the lowest prices, and to have the most fun. That way your Disney vacation is truly unforgettable.